Good grace and peace, family. I hope everybody's feeling blessed today. It is Father's Day. Now, no one's going to be getting a message from me today for Father's Day because I'm going to be on an electronics fast. Besides this video, there shall be no electronics. So, if you're seeing this video and you are a papa, happy Father's Day to you. Simply because being a father is a very important role. So, if you take it seriously, you have my respect. Let's get into this video. Okay, so this morning I woke up at my normal 5 a.m. and I was ready to get into my prayer. Climbed out of bed, dropped to my mat, got to it, and there were no words. And I was sitting there for a minute like, Father God, I come to you now in prayer. And that was it. And normally I'm able to get to it for a good 15-20 minutes. And I just was there, bowed and everything. And I stayed there for about 30 minutes. No words, just sitting there. And I was like, okay, well, what's going on? Climbed back in bed. After reading, climbed back in bed. Went back to sleep for about another 2 hours. I knew I had things to do today, so I was like, let me get a couple more hours of sleep before I jump up. Got up 2 hours later, and I was like, let me get into prayer. And still no words. And I was like, okay, what is going on? Got up, drank some water, had my normal conversations with the Lord. When I'm walking through the house, I'm like, it feels kind of off. Don't feel like I got words to pray today. Like, what is going on? And I'm just steady, talking about it. And I realized that I was a bit convicted with the fact that I couldn't pray. And it bothered me. But after brushing my teeth, sitting down, I realized I was like, you know what? This is obviously purposeful. This happened for a reason because this does not happen. So there's a message here somewhere. So I sat with it for a bit, just silence, clear my mind. Don't think about it, just clear your mind, right? And what I got was the word condemnation. And I was like, oh, is that what? And then I had to think about it. I was like, no, it wasn't condemnation because, I didn't feel as if I was shaming myself or doing an injustice. It was knowing that I had the tools and wanting to turn to those tools instead. So I realized that was really where the message is, because I feel like this happens very often to us Christians, where we blend the concept of conviction and condemnation. Now, a lot of times we will hide condemnation beneath a layer of conviction, and that was the message this morning. Because we unknowingly have programmed ourselves to be doers, to do, go, produce. And by having that mind state, we even think about it like that when it comes to God. We think about the fact that God needs us to do X, Y, and Z. Or if you're not doing X, Y, and Z, it won't let you X, Y, and Z. We're always in the mindset of give to get. And it is a very destructive mindset, especially when it comes to the area of love. And love has been very much tainted over the generations, where in order to receive love, you need to feel worthy of it. Meaning you have to be someone who makes others feel valuable, or you produce something on behalf of others and now you are worthy of their love. And it was never structured like that. Definitely not by God. We were born in this world to accept. That's our natural mindset, our natural ability to receive open-handed. Look at babies. Remember, we are supposed to come to the Lord as small children. Look at babies. Babies do not come into the world thinking about what they can do to get what they need. A baby is in a receptive energy always. We prepare for the baby. That's just how it goes, because we know there are things that the baby should definitely have access to make it easier. But small children are always in receptive mode. They believe that they are going to be provided for, and they are, in healthy relationships, of course. This is how we are supposed to be. We are supposed to always be open to allowing, especially when it comes to God. I realized that today not being able to pray was a benefit, because even though I didn't pray, I was in the mindset of prayer. I remember I'm really big on visualization, especially when it comes to prayer, when it comes to meditation. So when I go into prayer, I naturally walk up to the Father and I rest at his feet. And I sit there and I gaze up at him, letting him know that you have my undivided attention. And while I'm in prayer, that is where I'm seated. Confirmation. In my mind, I am seated at the feet of the Father so that he can pour into me and I can receive from him. And this is why I maintain my connection. I digress. Being able to be in that receptive mode is what we're supposed to be in. You should never be convicted. You should never be convicted when it comes to your time with the Father. Ever. Because he doesn't turn from you. He also does not require us to come bearing gifts, to come doing more, to earn his love. He never turns his gaze from us. So he's watching at all times as a loving Father, not as a sergeant holding a clipboard, checking off the boxes of whether or not you did what you needed to do. The Lord gives us the grace every day that we wake up and the sun rises to understand that no day is the same. This is wild because my phone is definitely on D&D, so how I'm getting so many, but we're going to leave those as confirmation. The Lord likes this message. We are always supposed to be free to be. We are a being. Human beings, not human doings. So accepting that every day is different, and every day you wake up, you are re-entering the grace of the Father, and you are reaffirming that you live for him and that he is there for you. Will give you a lot of understanding that conviction is normal. Conviction comes from the Holy Spirit. It is to remind you that there are tools at your disposal that keep you in the Father's graces. But condemnation, on the other hand, is not. That comes from the enemy, and it also comes from your self-view. When you condemn, you are telling yourself that you deserve shame. You deserve to feel worthless. And you deserve harsh punishment. And you don't. Give yourself the same grace God gives you. And if you're not giving yourself grace, don't think it's because the Father doesn't give it to you. No, it's you. Recognize that you are deserving of grace. You are deserving of love. And you are deserving of that leniency. It is okay to not have the words. It is okay to be a powerhouse of prayer. It is okay to sometimes just come to the Lord and say, Our Father, I come to you now in prayer. And just leave it open-ended because he knows your heart. Let your heart pray for you, not your mind. I'm going to leave this right here. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that stuff because I'm supposed to say that stuff at the end of these videos, right? Love and light, y'all. And peace.